how to make your own cloth wipes for free. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to simply make your own cloth wipes out of towels. This will not only save you hundreds of dollars over your baby's diaper lifespan, but it is also better for the environment, and you're using materials that you probably otherwise just throw out.
So to make cloth wipes, it's literally 2 steps. It's super simple and you don't need a lot of things. So the first step is just cutting it. As you can see here, I like to make a little cut and then just rip it just because it's easier and quicker. But I want to say that step 2 is sewing the edges to prevent fraying. And if you don't have a sewing machine, it's not necessary. It just, like I said, helps the cloth wipes last longer and prevent fraying. If you don't do that, I would just cut it like this with scissors because then the edges won't be as frayed. But if you do have a sewing machine, then just feel free to rip it. I'm placing the squares on top of each other just to get roughly the same size, but again, this doesn't really matter. You can just cut them in any shape that you want. You can make some big ones, you can make some small ones, or feel free to do what I'm doing and try to make them roughly the same size. But again, it doesn't really matter. And you can also, with this material, if you don't need as many cloth wipes as big as your towel, then you can make, some dish rags with it or whatever you feel like. One big towel does make quite a few. I think I counted that I had over 30, maybe 31 or 32 cloth wipes. And you don't just have to use old towels. Other materials can work too, like old shirts or old fleece blankets, really whatever you have. I'm just using towels because my mom had a bunch of these towels that were like decades old and she wanted to get rid of. And also the towels, the more use you have them, they just make them softer.
Material towel is made out of, it can fray very easily, so I'm sewing them so it prevents it from fraying. So you can wash them more times than you can ever count, and they won't fray. I cut the corners for the reason is it's easier to tuck them in and make a good seam that it's not going to fray. If you keep them as, like the corner, they're just harder to tuck in, they look messier. This way it's like almost like making a parcel. When I get to the corners, I stop so I can turn around the corner and tuck everything nicely.
What type of stitch are you doing right here?
I'm just doing straight stitch. My sewing machine has many different stitches. I can go zigzag, I can make waves, I can make anything. I don't think the baby cares what stitch I'm going to use. I can use straight stitch, keeps everything tucked in, and it won't fray.
What's the difference between them? Are some more like effective at preventing fraying?
Well, actually the zigzag will be very effective in preventing fraying, but so will the straight stitch I'm using. Again, just going around the corner. Stop those edges from fraying. See, when I'm coming close to the corner, I'm going to tuck that in. Fold it over. Stopping again. Let's get that parcel looking nice in the corners. Go around the corner. And that's it. I'm just going to cut my threads. I'll show you what I got. There you go. Here. Baby's wipe. No cost. No trouble. Guaranteed no fraying.
Can you promise that?
I can promise that. We'll use them for a year, and I'll show you what they look like. Maybe a few little stains.
And there you have it, how to make your own cloth wipes broken down into 2 easy steps. If you're interested, I'll link the recipe I made for my cloth wipe solution. And with that, I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you next time, guys.